Welcome back for another video. This here is my most recent acquisition. Picked this up over the weekend from a friend of mine. It is a 1967 Cub Cadet Model 72. It is a December of 1967 machine. And if we take a look at the serial number, 220571, I'll show you a little something. So on a 125 that I have tucked away, you'll see down here 220531. Now this one is in pretty rough shape as it sits, but it did run a few years ago, and I do have plans to restore it in a couple years here. And now having one just 40 digits away makes me want to restore it even more. I also have another 125 stashed away that is 220419 serial number. And of course my main 125, that's 220110. So I've always taken it as a challenge to try to find other ones in that same serial number range. So it's pretty cool to have yet another in the collection. So this thing's been sitting in a shed for a few years, hasn't ran in, I don't know, 3, 4, maybe 5 years. So we're gonna go through this, get it running, and see what she's got to offer. First things first, let's wheel this on inside because it's pretty cold out here today. Well, we got it brought in. Let's dig in here, see what we got. As far as I know, looks like the original engine. It's a 161, so it's a 7. Let me check in the tank here. Yeah, it looks pretty clean. Dry. There's a little fuel in the bottom. It smells fresh. I think you tried getting it started. So I think I'm going to dive in. Just go ahead and throw a new carburetor on it just for the time being, and we'll test her out. I did do a little ether shot, and she does have sparks, so that saves us some time here. Then of course we'll have to throw a battery in it, and then I think we'll be about good. Alright, so I got you guys set up here on the tripod, so go ahead and pop this guy off. A little tiny air cleaner. Pretty dirty. I'll have to see like another one of those lying around here. Somebody decided to put a Phillips in that one. Yeah, there isn't much to these little 7-horse motors. They're pretty small. Let's get our fuel line unhooked. Probably going to go and throw a new sediment bowl on it while I'm in here. I should have one on the shelf here. I think our choke cable is seized. Yeah. So for now, I think we'll just go manual choke on it, and I'll work on freeing that up in the meantime. We're cracking the bolts loose for the carburetor here. If I can get the wrench back in there. Actually, let me try to get this fuel line off in the meantime. I'll have some leverage. All right. Got that guy loose. Nothing like these old Kohlers. You can get a carb off in just a few minutes. And it's nice you can still get parts from them as well. Still putting up a fight all the way to the end. There we go. Pop that off. Yeah, this one's all messed up. You can see the gasket's barely even under the bowl. And it also looks like an aftermarket, from what I can tell. I don't see any name brands on it. I'll set that aside. I'll look into that one later. And then I got for us, I got brand new carb out of the land of China. So I have pretty good luck with these things. I know some people don't, but they're good enough to get an engine going, make sure it's going to run, put it through its paces. Then you could always get a rebuild kit and rebuild your original carburetor from the machine. Try to wrest this old fuel line off of here. We'll see those. Oh man. It's what ethanol does to your fuel lines. And somehow it's better. Still didn't get that piece off. There we go. Man, look how hard that is. Little plastic fitting, let's see those. I'm going to take the sediment bowl off. Might still be good for like a project tractor or something, but if I'm putting a brand new carb on it, actually it's got some gunk in it too. I don't know if you can see that, but let's go ahead and change that out. And, get some Teflon on that. All right, we're back with some new parts. First off, got a brand new sediment bowl, along with brand new brass 90s. You don't need a lot, just enough. You don't want to have any fuel leaks, so that ensures you don't get any. For some reason, that one wants to get tight going the wrong way. All right, we got that in. Now I'm gonna get one of our little 90s and there, our little 90 Teflon. All right, like so. Now I'm gonna do the same thing in the carburetor, get a fitting threaded on that. All right, I scraped the old gasket off, so we're ready to install the new gasket with a new carburetor. This will go for the middle hole. Actually, I guess whatever one I get it in. I just had to drill the holes out a little bit for the governor linkage, but it should be good now. So let's find out. There we go, much better. A little tricky getting these ones started. The 10s and 12s are a little easier. They have a slotted carburetor, or slotted holes for the bolts, so usually one bolt on and just kind of pivot it over. This one is a little bit more challenging. Give me flashbacks to about a year ago when we did the Cub Cadet original on the channel here. It's pretty much same time of year. It was end of January, early February. Well, the only difference, this one's not going to a show in a couple weeks. Alright, I gotta grab our wrench and snug that up. Yeah, just do a screwdriver, good enough. Get some few lines on there. Bend this down a little bit. Trying to beat the daylight here, getting dark. And this tractor, unfortunately, does not have headlights just yet. There we go. Should be good enough for now. Later on down the road, we'll go through this whole thing, get it all perfect. But for now, I just want to see it run and drive. That hose will have to be rerouted at some point. Still causing a little interference. Alright, so that should do that portion. So we got a new carburetor in there, new sediment bowl, and new fuel line. Now we need a battery, and of course the fuel that makes it run. Let's go see if I could snatch a battery out of something and throw it into this. Alright, fuel's in the tank. Get that open. Give her a second to fill up the carburetor. And just to verify, she is ice cold. Just came from outside actually, which is even colder. Yeah, I broke the battery terminal off, so I'm using our vice grip friends for now. So let's see what she does. Choke. Definitely gonna be needing to move that fuel line. Little throttle. I was hoping that would be a little more eventful, but I'll take it. Well, let's take this thing for a ride now. Sounds just like the original. Running good. Pretty icy. Running pretty good. was definitely an easy one. I'll take an easy one now and then though. Makes life easy. See how low we get this thing to go. Yeah, those little sevens just put along. So this is only the beginning on this one. There'll definitely be a lot more of it coming up. Also wanted to mention, this is the original plow to this tractor. All still original paint. Everything's all original, except for the fenders. That's the only thing that was added on. So, pretty cool. Seems to run pretty good. So in the future, I would like to possibly put a creeper in it and a 3-point. I do also have a few rear PTOs sitting on the shelf, so I may slap one of those in it. And absolutely headlights. That's just a necessity. You need headlights on a tractor. So thank you guys for tuning in. Give a little heads up here. In just over a week here, it'll be February 14th and 15th. I will be at the Lebanon Indoor Tractor Show. So I will be up there with a few machines. Not entirely sure what I'm bringing yet, but I'll definitely have 2 or 3 up there. So I hope to see some of you guys up there. It's always a good time. A lot of cool tractors to see. So that's all I got for this one, and we'll see you in the next one. And maybe I'll even catch you at the show.